Hello guys, this is Terraria Expert and Sam. Welcome back to another Doom Eternal video, everyone. Welcome back. It's Doom Eternal. I was meant to do Oblivion tonight, but yeah, I just thought no, I'm going to do Doom Eternal just because yeah, I'm going to do Oblivion tomorrow night, and then I'm going to do Terraria on Wednesday, and it's going to be free from Thursday because I missed out last week. But yeah, I'm back making videos on like a day-to-day basis because I'm now finished with all my crap. Basically, you know, the whole Survival Island rubbish. Basically, in the last, I wouldn't say 48 hours because I didn't do a video last night, just to give me a rest day, if you know what I mean, just some time just to think and just to be like, okay, all those videos are out now, I don't need to worry. But yeah, you know, the last, yeah, since Friday, I've just been pounding out these videos, Halloween videos. Funny enough, yeah, yeah, I've just been making them, on the go like that, like I don't know, at the airport, and then I'm doing a Friday vlog, and then a Q&A Wednesday, and then Terraria, and then Survival Island. I actually made my Survival Island Halloween video on what's this, customize, it's the same lad, yeah, my Halloween Survival Island episode for this year, which wasn't as good as last year, but last year's, it went into November, nobody wanted it, but yeah, but it was alright. Well, this year's one was alright, but I got a copyright strike because I did Tubular Bells at the end. I was like, I thought it was I thought it's not the actual release song. It sounds different. So yeah, okay, never mind. But YouTube have allowed me to use it. It's not like a copyright strike. It's a copyright claim for different things. A claim is someone, you know, the I don't know, like the receiver has claimed the video to be copyright, or it's got copyright material, but it doesn't affect your video. Oh yeah, I'm streaming this. Hello, sorry. I know my last Doom Eternal video I annoyed everyone. I think it did, but I didn't. But anyway, I'm just checking my mic because I think it's a little bit higher, and maybe not outside this video, but a little bit later on in this stream. I don't know how long it'll go on for. I'll get straight into the video as well. Hi. Yeah, I'm hopefully maybe gonna. Oh, that's a bit loud. Hang on, I'm just gonna turn it down. I might play some Minecraft Hunger Games. I know that's a piss off at. I'm playing a good combat game, but then I want more combat. What have I had? A bad day at school? Or not really, but yeah, I actually did an English exam today. Hope you can all hear me. I've just got microphone problems at the moment. Oh, I think I have, but I know lemma. I think it's fine. Shut up. But anyway, yeah, I did an English exam. And yeah, it went alright. I think I actually did really well. Yeah, did my resit as always, did it last November, and failed because I got the results in January. It's not the reason I failed, but yeah, I know I just didn't do very well. I knew I did. You know, you just don't do very well in something. Yeah, that was me last year. I just thought, oh, I haven't done well in this. I just know. But I was on the computer, so I was probably making a bunch of mistakes because I type really fast and I'm always doing that. Just look at my descriptions. But no, so I decided to just take my pen out and just say, yeah, can I, yeah, this is my English resit, which I didn't get in 2018 when I did my GCSEs. Yeah, I was year 11 in 2018, and yeah, September 2018 I was a sixth former. I'm now year 14, or technically, but I'm doing year 12, or year 13 or whatever. So they're trying to introduce me to what do you call it? What do you call it? Not uni life. What's it called? What was that? Was that an angel? UCAS. That's it. The UCAS stuff. So on Thursday I might have to stay behind. It's gonna affect me videos. No, it's not really. I'm recording this at about 56 minutes past. Hope you did good. Yeah, I think I did alright. But I said to the examiner, I said, listen, I don't need a computer. I'm not viable for it. And there's this teacher in my school called Miss Corkill. She's like a substitute teacher, and she's not very nice. She just looked at me and just said, "You're not viable." She just shook her head. So I think I did use the wrong phrase there. But yeah, that's me being cocky. Yeah, they were saying everyone's name, and you know when you think you hear your name, but you're not too sure, so you ask, like, "Oh, did you call me?" can I just have clarification that you called me? If I said that, you would have gone, get out. You're above all these. Why are you retaking it? No, oh, I see why you're retaking it, because you don't know the difference between viable and, what's another word to inviable? I think what I meant was, am I know, what was a good word to use? Am I, I don't know, oh come on, I've just done an English exam. I don't think I'm, not viable, but I don't think I'm, oh come on, entitled, that's one, entitled to have it, so, yeah, yeah, entitled works. I think that's what I should have said, not viable, but, yeah, entitled, so, yeah, but no, I said, yeah, did you definitely call my name? And she said, yes, that's why I called your name. You know, I mean, there's no need for that. Yeah, you know when you think you hear your name being called? Look at this already, slagging off teachers. And you're like, oh, I'm not too sure. So I just asked him, I said, am I in this room? And he said, yes, that's why I called your name. You know, there's no need for that. So yeah, she was a bit not very nice to me. But, oh well, it's alright. You know, you live and you learn. Well, not really. Until you know the difference between entitled and viable. Yeah, or illegible for it, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, yeah, my English exam went well. Yeah. But yeah, last year I had a computer with me. Because, and then my handwriting's not very good, so I just think, oh, the examiner's going to find it hard to read. Yeah, but then they're making a bunch of typos. Yeah, so, yeah, I just thought, no, I'm going to do it on my pen. I'm going to write with my pen in this one this year. So, yeah, it's like a routine, isn't it? Oh, fail English so you can do sixth form next year. God, 2030, year 23. Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But now, yeah, I've actually got some exciting news as well. Well, not really, but it's mainly about me. Oh, it's always about me, isn't it? But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, but I think the exam went well. But, I wish you the best. Yeah, yeah, thanks everyone for the praises. And I thought I could slip in a bit of humour. And we were writing about, you know, at the end of like an exam. I was saying this a couple of weeks ago, like, ooh, structuring the exam. I did it back to front. So I did, I read the context for about, you know, 15 minutes, or lines 1 to 15. It's about some weird child in a garden, and it's like, ooh, is it playing on her mind? Or is it like a ghost, and she's moved house? What's her name? Rosie. And a stranger child. Yeah, it was all that rubbish. And, yeah, it was quite good. But it was all about the garden. And explain the garden, how the writer, you know, uses language to describe a garden, and phrases and structures. So it's all about that, which I've done before. Try not to put things like it was like, and the writer describes, you know, a bit more bigger words. I even used the word indoctrinated. I know. So ooh, viable and indoctrinated. Yeah, who's he? Darwin. Darwin's a completely different person. He sailed around the world. He came up with evolution. I think I mean Shakespeare. Shakespeare. Darspear, whatever his name is. Oh my god, look at this one. Get out of it. Just get out of it. I'm just using the same gun here. But yeah, we're describing this spooky woods. I'm telling you all about this. And I said something like, oh, you got to, you know, for a magazine, and you got to write an article about it, like a, you know, a prize. And I just wrote, oh, the spooky woods, all the trees were similar, like something like all the trees were the same, dog washed, the same dog washed. You know, that's colloquialism. I don't think I'm gonna get away with that. I'm never gonna think we've got a right one here. Like, oh, indoctrinated, and then he comes in and says he's not viable for a computer, And then he says, all the trees are the same, in brackets, the same dog washed. And then I said something like, I wrote down, something like, but I was describing this, like, scary woods. You know, the trees being all the same dog washed. Oh, I was writing it from the point of view of a tree. Because I heard someone got really good marks and describing like a toy store. And everyone thought he was writing about like a customer who was going in, but he was actually writing about the perspective of a toy on a shelf. You know, kind of clever. But yeah, I wrote it from the perspective of a tree. So I said, my roots perforated the ground, the fog dissipated into mist. Fog is mist. You know what I mean? So I put my foot in my mouth millions of times. Oh god. But yeah, I think it did quite well. And says like no life can break through or something here. Living is not a wash. I know, what is this with a wash? So I don't know if I'm gonna get that, but it could be like a form of metaphor, like creative metaphor, like, oh, same dog washed. So that's why I added it, because I thought, oh, I could get away with it. But it's like, yeah, you're not really meant to use it. So it kind of, someone says, oh, just another brick in the wall. You know what I mean? Or like, someone says, I don't know, oh, you live and you learn. Or, another day, another day. You know, or something like that. Same dog washed. Kind of, you know, kind of like say, you'd say it when someone says, oh yeah, all these kids these days are the same. They're all obsessed by garbage on their phone. Same dog washed. You know what I mean? So somewhat of a context, yeah. Kind of like a similarization of a thing or an object of being a dog. Same dog washed. Well, I got that from one of my dad's friends called Jeff Spruce, because he always says that. He says, oh, you know, I've got a Yamaha guitar and then a Yamaha guitar, or a bass guitar. Can't have it, same dog washed. Sounds like the same dog washed, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think I got away with that, but I don't know, we'll see. But I'm doing paper 2. Oh, bloody marauder. On Wednesday, and tomorrow's my work experience day. So yeah, I'm doing alright. Really loved the Halloween video and returning the Lost to Home. Yeah, no, Aviator LB really enjoyed it, and he's one of my aviation fans. Yeah, no, so I'm doing really well on YouTube at the moment. I just need to fix the snotty audio and gaming videos. It's actually not saliva in my microphone. This is not going to sound very nice. It's actually dust. I didn't know that. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm doing quite a lot of problem solving at the moment. Like, my mum and dad have bought this. This is so random. What else is that? My mum and dad have bought this candle from Marks and Spencer's. You know, good old Marks and Spencer's. And there's like lights around it. And when the heat of the candle lights these lights around, it's quite clever. And it kept going out at first, and I thought, oh, wait until the wax turns into liquid, you know, because when wax is heated, it turns into liquid. The heat of a liquid will warm it more, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that worked. And my dad was like, ooh, that's clever. Didn't know you took chemistry. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I did take chemistry. I don't know what got in that, but yeah, pretty interesting. And yeah, the other night I had peanuts in a bowl with biscuits on top, and for some reason, when I was eating the peanuts, they were like all wet, and there was like peanut juice. It was really weird. Not to be mistaken with penis juice. Yeah, peanut juice. And I was like, why are the peanuts wet? But I think it's because the salt. When salt can't, yeah, and that's why packets of crisps and stuff have kind of like that that foil inside them. Yeah, that kind of like tin foil, kind of metallic stuff. Yeah, I think when salt isn't moisturised or something, it creates like almost like a liquid form or evaporates. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I was like, oh, I've got all these peanuts, but they're all wet. What the hell's going on? Don't remember turning the tap on. But I think because the biscuits were on top, the salt from the peanuts couldn't stay moist enough. Well, because peanuts are dry, so I think they must have couldn't. Yeah, they started to go moist, and that evaporation obviously turned into like a liquid form. I know, really weird, but yeah, I know, I'm interested in science, as you all know. But even more exciting, my dad's actually spoken to the college in my local area, and yeah, next September I'm actually going to be doing a travel and tourism course in aviation, so airside. But for some reason, and this isn't a problem, but the course includes being cabin crew. Yeah, I don't know, so it's kind of like, yeah, I love salted peanuts. Yeah, no Wii gaming. No, there's 23 people watching. So all these comments when I'm playing video games, it's yeah. Good luck on that, yeah. How do peanuts get wet? Exactly. I think it is the salt. I don't know. So I'm just trying to read out your comments because I know I've just ignored everyone's. But hello. Is that Mike? Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, travel and tourism, and it's in the what do you call it? The something like, I don't know, something like course. We've all got like code names, haven't they? Like LO42 or something, LO03. Yeah, a course in my local college next September. When I finish my secondary school sixth form. Yeah, to go along and do a cabin crew qualification. So like an air host, or hostess if you're a woman. I want to be a stewardess. But the only problem with that is, I don't really want to be unpolitically correct here, but most men that work as a cabin crew, and what's it going to look like? Like when you're getting served in a restaurant, men who are kind of like like customer service, or got a job in customer service, like in a restaurant taking orders, cabin crew on a plane. What, they're normally quite camp, aren't they, and gay. So I don't really want to take that course because it's going to look like I'm a bit of a woofter, if you know what I mean. I'll blow my chances here, but yeah, I don't know. I do want to do it. I'd like to be cabin crew, but only for a short time. Only if maybe I could, I don't know, like travel and tourism, or I'm interested in that, but maybe not a cabin crew. I want to do something a bit, not better than that, but something a little bit more. Yeah, because I just don't want to. I think it's a job for another kind of sex, if you know what I mean. I don't really want to be a cabin crew. I don't know why I didn't say this to him at the time, but summing it all up in my head, I was just kind of like, yeah, this is gonna look like. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be dealing with people, working with customers that aren't going to be very nice. Especially when I'm not very nice. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm not a woofter. But you know what I mean? I just didn't want to have anything to do with that, or I don't want anything to do with that, so I might change it. But he said airside, and he said, oh, cabin crew. I was like, well, not really. Maybe ground maintenance, or well, yeah, if cabin crew is popular, or I might take it, but I don't really want to look like someone who is, because it's kind of like that role that is. I don't know if you've ever been on a plane as being like a male air host, hostie, I think it's called, yeah, or like a steward, a male steward. They're normally gay or something, or homophobic. Homophobic! Sorry. You know, bit, you know, doesn't know if Andy or Mandy. So I don't really want to do that, because I know I'm Mandy. I know I'm Andy. I'm like Arthur or Martha. I think I'm Martha. No, I'm thinking Martha. I think I'm Martha. Oh god. Get him out. Chuck him out. Been a nightmare today. But yeah. Interesting. What do you think of the local lockdowns? Well, I said this. I think loads of people said it as well. It would happen. And I predicted November. End of October, November. And there you go. But until we've got a vaccine, this will just circulate. This will be like a circle. So I don't know why it's a surprise to everyone. But I don't know. Because I don't work, well, say for the government. I don't think they know either. They're saying this stuff to people that aren't listening. If you know what I mean. I just think the local restrictions in my area and everywhere just aren't working. I just do. Because I went to the shop last week and no one in there were wearing a mask. The lads in the sixth form came in, no mask. It's not compulsory enough. You know, no one's ever had this before, so it's kind of like, oh, no one tells me what to do. I'm God, or something like that. So it's just like, well, you know, you've got people, and you've got people with different attitudes. I mean, I've got quite a relaxed attitude on it, really. I don't really think about the world around me. I just live in it. I just happen to live in it, if you know what I mean. So whenever something like this happens, not like it's happened before. Yeah, Ebola. I know it's kind of like, you know, it's just like something you have to do. I don't really think about it as like, oh, it's really bad. It affects my life. But I just happen to live in this world. There's restrictions now. You think I'd just been born yesterday? And yeah, I just follow them. So, you know, I don't think of myself as someone really special, as much as I say that in my video. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I had a maths teacher today, and she was talking about it. And yeah, God, her grammar's awful. Oh, just coming from my English exam, by the way. She said, and this kind of show. I know no one can help it, but you know, I've been grown up, but she's 40, right? And you'd think she knows better. She's got kids and all that, which is a worry. But she's the maths teacher. I've just done an English exam, so I don't know what I expect. But I think she did used to work in English, which is a bit of a problem. But she's like a teacher assistant, and she said, oh yes, because some of you wasn't in last Friday for just catch up, I'll speak to some of you after, not as like trouble, but you know, just to give us some catch up work, because I asked for some, and she said, alright Sam, have you got a class chart? Because they're all doing it through class charts. And said, because you wasn't in, and I was just like, you just cringe, don't you? And she said about 3 times, you was. And she said, well, yeah, well, John, you was. And she said, because you wasn't. I was just like, oh, I know not everyone's really, really bright in the world. I can't expect everyone to, you know, because I'm perfect, aren't I? But you know, it's kind of a bit of a worry when you're teaching children, and it's just poor as well, because I know it's not the best school I go to, but it is quite shocking when you think about the amount of kids she has to teach, and they probably know better. They probably know better. They probably don't know any better, but yeah, I'm taking the piss now. But yeah, it's kind of like just enforcing it, isn't it? But yeah, no, it's kind of shocking. I told that to my dad. He was just like, oh, that's really poor, that. So yeah, not that I expect a certain standard, like 5-star restaurant education, but you know, I don't know. I see the values of education and then I see the values of the teachers that are teaching. It's just like, well, you know, and I'm cringing, and I'm a student. I'm learning from you, and yeah, I'm getting taught by her, and yeah, well, as she would say, you're getting teached by me. I will learn you maths. Ugh. Yeah, I think she said that once as well. I will learn you. So, and I was just like, oh, well, never mind borrow and lend and all that. Let's just focus our brains into this just subsection right now. I will learn you maths. Oh God. So yeah, but no, yeah, it's nothing new. Heard it from a lot of teachers actually. Yeah. Even Captain Joe said it or something. He said something like in a video. He said, I don't have to worry about nothing. And I was just like, you're a captain. I know you're German, but you're using grammar like that, mate. It is sometimes a worry. But, yeah. There you go, guys. Anyone can be a pilot. No, I'm joking. But yeah. Oh! Oh, no. Bring the beat back. There we go. Right, just tickle them. Tickle them for armour. That's what we do. Just dog, isn't it? There we go. But yeah, I had a good day. Busy day, but a good day. Yeah, some lad was really struggling in maths, and they've just moved him to like 1-to-1 or something. It's kind of sad, but yeah. But now I'm enjoying school right now. For some reason they want to close, or we don't want to, but a lot of people are protesting at the moment, like close all the schools now, and well, that's easy for adults to say and older people. And I don't want to be one of these people right now that's saying, oh yeah, just blame all the older people, because that's what the government are doing. Honk honk. But you know what I mean? I know. You know, it's easy for adults to say that, like, oh, close all the schools. But it's actually been proven you're more likely to catch it at home than in school. This is not me saying this is Public Health England, so do you trust them? Well, yeah. You'd hope so. Be like the maths teacher. But no, yeah, it has actually been proven in school. It's yeah, it's not spreading loads in school. I know this track and trace system is a pile of apple pie. A pile of apple pie. What, really nice and good. A bunch of garbage, but yeah, you know it. I think it's easy for adults and, you know, people who are in high risk zones or shielding, whatever. I think it's easy for them to say close all the schools, but I think if you're a child at a moment, which I am, I think closing the schools is the last thing children need at a moment. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I think education is really important. I stand by it. I think education is really important, and that's only from me dropping out of school 2 years ago and coming back last year in September and understanding that, and now with this whole lockdown thing I've valued school even more. I'm even doing things I'd never thought I'd be doing. I'm walking around the caretaker's room a couple of weeks ago, getting something. I was just like, oh, this is good. I was getting something, I wasn't yeah, just going in there for the hell's sake of it, but yeah, I was getting like a key or something. I was just like, yeah, this is cool, taking all these opportunities the teachers are giving me, and I'm making the most of my school life. But I think it's easy for adults to say this, because, you know, they're secure, they're secure, they've got a job, and, you know, they've got money coming in. But for kids, you know, adults are more, well, I say mentally stable, or, you know, are grown up. Children kind of, or students that need, you know, education, they kind of need a structure in their day, and I think just closing the school for the sake of it would be a really crass decision. But But yeah, apparently all these people are protesting. Yeah, I know, it's quite it's all political stunts at the moment though, isn't it? It's ridiculous, but I think education is really important. We've got a big absolutely from Squid Gaming. Yeah. No, it is important though, isn't it? I don't want any of you to agree or anything like that, but have your own views. But yeah, it's kind of yeah, something we have to go through, but again, I don't think adults understand just how much kids have gone through this year. And yeah, and I can tell as well, kids are grasping onto school at the moment. I can just tell, like, the behaviour and stuff like that, and you know, they're kind of like knuckling down more, like they've understood that, yeah, it's important. But yeah, 6 moons can prove a lot. 6 months can prove a lot. Yeah. But yeah. But no, this thing is just going to keep circling. We're going to go into lockdowns. We're going to go out of lockdowns. We're going to have these fire breaks or circuit breaks, whatever you want to call them. It's all confusing. Fire break, circuit break, you know, define this. I think even the fact of waiting for the government to say something, because apparently on Sunday people kept waiting for about 6 hours, and then he switched the channel or something. So that's easy for the older folks, isn't it? You've got to then figure out and wait what they mean, because they're so untransparent, this government. They're just rubbish. But in Australia and New Zealand, you know, they've done really well. But bear in mind, it's summer now. But for us, yeah, we've got a rubbish government. It's absolutely rubbish. But we'll be voted out. But I think they're just saying this stuff to people that are just, they're either reporting this to the press, or I don't know, people who like to spread stories, because I think most people are just not listening, or don't even know what tier category they're in or anything. But I can tell it's not working, you know. I think until we've got this jab, yeah, I think we'll be alright. Hopefully, but I think it might be yearly, you know, like a flu jab, because it might mutate and all that. I was even speaking to my gran. She said, "Well, have you not been reading your history, laddie?" I don't, yeah, because I said, "Oh, do you reckon it will kill off the human race?" And he said, "No, but if it does mutate, they'll do like a yearly jab of it for everyone." So like the flu, it's kind of like different each year, like different trials. But you know, the thing in the medicine industry, you know, they need to get it right. I think it takes about 15 years or 20 years to make a vaccine. So the fact that they're getting close now kind of proves a lot. But yeah, I still do think more money should be thrown at it. And all these tech companies at the moment, like Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple, you know, they're making millions, they're doing really well, and they're not giving anything back, you know, they're not donating, or, you know, they're too corporate to care, if you know what I mean. And you know, they're not like forward thinking really, they're kind of just like big American corporate evil, if you will. You know, they just give nothing back, like give things to the food charities, or you know, you know, a fundraising site, or you know, something that is going to be beneficial to the world right now. You know, things that are doing really well. Yeah, they're not giving a tuppenny toss about it. So I don't know. Yeah, totally agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you're Wii gaming now. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but no, it is difficult. I know. Just reading these comments. Our game says it's just so sad. Yeah, it is so sad. But I hope people will be better after this as well. I hope people will be like more understanding, less selfish. Because I reckon people are getting selfish towards the end. And yeah. Again, you don't have to agree with everything I'm saying. I do think education is very important. Well, that's only because I've had a bad time with it over the last, I don't know, 24 months, whatever. Well, not a bad time with it, but I've had a lot of ups and downs and time off, and 2018 to 2019 September and all that, off school, and then this whole lockdown. You know, it's kind of just like, yeah, well, I think more things get thrown at you, more resilient you become. And I know that's not necessarily a good thing if it happens again, but more resilient you come. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just kind of I wouldn't say I'm enjoying it, but it's all interesting how people are behaving, and well, that's the thing, people aren't behaving, but I reckon towards Christmas, you know, with all families and all that, and people being drunk and all that, they're just going to go against, they're just going to be so rebellious. They're going to have to call the army, and I reckon they will have to call the Great British Army. Cause I don't think the police are doing much right now. So yeah. Do I have evidence to support this? No. Which I know most people would be looking for. I'm only saying that because I've done an exam. I need evidence to support my constructive criticism. It's not constructive criticism. I don't even know what constructive criticism is. Taking all the facts. Yeah. Pretty much. There we go. Tickling you in the room. Oh! Come on, guys. We can... Wow. Hey, what do you think of that? Combatic skills, eh? This guy is difficult. Yes! You scumbag. Here we go, we're doing really well. Look at this! Blasting my way through the mobs. Listen to me. Listen to me. But yeah, so... Yeah, it's just going to keep going around in circles. We're going to be like a roller coaster for the next half a year or 6 months, whatever they're claiming. Making false claims as well. They can't shut up. They keep trying to rest ashore and all that.
System acquired. Setting a course for the...
Or what's out of the news. Just saying this stuff to high demand in articles or whatever. Now what am I doing here? I'm trying to follow the story. I know I'm in Heaven's Wrath. It's like a Halo ring. It's me belt for school. My trousers don't fall down. It's like hugging it. Alright, okay. That was a very clear view I got out of there. Empowered demon. I hate all these empowered demons. Yeah. Once this goes, do you think people will be better behaved? Better behaved? Yeah, I do. I mean, answer all your comments, please, but yeah. Just give me time. I'm playing an interesting game at the moment. Talking no sense. Hang on. Whoa. Get it. Yeah, that's how you do it. Oh no, there's another one. Yeah, look at that. Get him, get him, get him. I haven't seen a cacodemon for ages. I can't do it. Yeah, it's gonna create that noise. Right, okay, let's go. Whee! Oh, I thought I missed it then. Get out of it. Yeah, that's where we were. Alright, alright. I don't want any more marauders, please. Cheers. Playing very well. Cheers. I know that was a good jump, that wasn't it? See, I nearly missed it. Oh, right, these things. Smash. Just trying to smash my way through. There we go. What the hell was that? Me! He all fell over. Oh, I'm not a summoner. What are they called? Is it a summoner? I think it's a summoner. Is that what they're called? Yeah, I think so. Is it? No, not summoner. Is it? There's an archvile. I think it's the archvile, yeah. Horrible though. Disgusting. Just stay there as well. Nothing new. Same dog washed. Yeah, I don't think I should have said that on the exam, but oh well. And I might win in this video. I might play a bit of, I don't know, just for the sake of it, in case it's, I don't think Doom's gonna get boring. Normally do that in Terraria. Oh, I've got a BFG. Listen to me. Did I get him though? No, I didn't. I didn't even get him. Power up. Oh, I think I hurted him. Hurt him. Right, come on. Yes. I think I'm knocking him off his blooming feet. Weapon acquired. Is that it? Oh, it's getting even more crazy. Here we go. Right, okay. It's all kicking off, I tell you. Oh, I've got my speaker volume playing through. Happy November. Yeah, I know it's November, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely. Regame's got a good question. Will you still be able to go to the RVP? I don't know. We haven't said anything on their Facebook page, as always. People are like sending in questions and they're just not saying anything, so I'm assuming they don't know. But yeah, the RVP. I don't know if it will close. I don't know. But yeah, just have to wait and see. If it closes, we'll be doing style. We'll be going from style. Like in June and you know those good old times, May. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see them closing, but I've heard Big Jet TV's gonna do his Big Jet from home. But yeah, which is fair enough. Yeah, during the last lockdown, we were at Style, weren't we? Spotting with Adita and all that. The good old times, you know. Me and my dad used to come back with the Marks and Spencers, and for some reason I really enjoyed that until they opened the RVP again. I kind of missed Style and all that. Yeah, I kind of missed those good old days. I missed it when I had less freedom. What? This guy's difficult. Oh well, I'm playing. And I'm on a difficult difficulty. I'm on the third one, aren't I? No, I've got that Slayer's Gates down there. Ultra Violence. And this is actually a difficult game. This isn't like Doom 2016. This is a game that is far more challenging than the last one. It's an eye over level design. I always appreciate the developers' work. There we go. Get more from here. He's got a candy comes out of the head. Yeah, have you enjoyed the Halloween video and the double Survival Island episodes? No, that was all. But I edited that on. Yeah, like 11 at night on Halloween night, so it came out. Well, it doesn't matter, but yeah, it was a good enough video. We went trick or treating and all that. There we go. I've got some growing gleans here to shout around. What do you think of a national lockdown, growing glean? Oh, I think it's garbage. Oh, I didn't shut a voice. Come on, love. I just shot a foot off. Growing green has no freen. Has no ream. Yeah. He said has no Harifa. Bloody hell. Jesus. I miss growing glean. Yeah, no, we don't see him much in this game, do we? Not as much as in Doom 2016. You have a Hell Knight, called Growing Glean. You all know the story. Yeah, it was growing green, or like a bug. It's growing green. The Hell Knight, and I said, "Oh, look at that, Hell Knight! It's growing green, growing green." And forever, it's now called Growing Glean. So there you go, Growing Glean. Loves it. She loves it. She really does. I think I just saw her then as well. Oh, he's smacking his head. Yes, giving them a good clobbering. Listen, get out of my way, you muppet. Oh god. Smile 24. Same dog washed. Yeah. I know I shouldn't have said that, should I? Just purely find it funny. Yeah. But in terms of models, no, I haven't just in case you're interested. I'm getting a £100 bursary soon, so I might spread my cash a bit. But I already bought a £100 model on last Tuesday, didn't I? At the RVP. The one with a witch in the thumbnail. And yeah, I bought the Caledonian DC-10 from In-Flight 200, 1 to 200. And yeah, it's really nice. Brought it down yesterday because my nan came to have a meal. You know, we're in a bubble, by the way. Yeah, or group, whatever you want to call it. Groupies. So yeah, she can come around and visit. Yeah, and I showed her that on the Virgin. She's like, God, they're heavy. And I was like, yeah, they made out of die-cast metal. Yes. Bloody hell. It's not going well on this one, is it? I will do it. Oh, what a shot. See, I was trying to aim. I predict you will end this series on January the 23rd. Really? How do you know that? I think I'm already halfway through the game. I don't know, but I think I am. I've kind of got that feeling that I'm somewhere towards... Well, let's just say in August I was halfway, now maybe 3/4 way through the game, I don't know, maybe. I'm going clean. Got our arm then. I don't know, I'm not too sure how far I am into the game. Yeah. 10:30. Eating my egg and beans. Eating your egg and beans, are you, Squid in Gaming? That's Squid in, yeah, Squid in Gaming. Alright, having your tea while watching me videos. That's God. That's God. Jolly God. Golly Judd. It's Golly Judd. Yes. It's not even things people comment, isn't it? Having my breakfast. Watching while having an egg. Lovely. Alright. Growing Glean's head. This is your egg. What? Yes, yes. All that health. Doing well though, aren't I? Aren't we? How are we? Me mate Luke. Oh, look at it. Yeah. Are you on PC? No, I'm on Xbox. Yeah. Should got somebody who doesn't watch the streams. Alan Vraw. Alan Vraw. Hello, welcome to the stream. Get new people all the time. Yeah. We love aviation on this channel. I have to say it before anyone comments like, what are you talking about? What? But it's actually funny, you know. A lot of people that are actually like aviation really do like gaming. So it's kind of like a thing that's you know, like Flight Simulator and all that, and you know, people like the gimmicks and all that, and the simulations and stuff. So yeah, it's really interesting that you're always speaking to people that are always kind of like on the same level as you in terms of what you're doing and what you enjoy. I was speaking to a lad last Tuesday at the airport. He's a really nice lad. He couldn't tell the difference between the 737 and A321. That doesn't matter. And then he showed the 757. He's like, oh, I've always wanted to go on them. I was like, yeah, I've been on one and they're really fun. I just have to rub that in. Like Sam Chewy. You ever been on the 747? No. Yes, I have. I've been on 246 of them. Oh, he's horrible, isn't he? Yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't really like his videos. I think his videos are good, but I just don't like him as a person. If you know what I mean. Is that alright? I think that's alright. You don't have to. Well, I just think he's a bit like, a bit fake. It's a bit fake. His old videos, it's like, it's almost like he stops the camera and says, stand by. Stand by. Right. On when I say 1, 2, 3, you've got to say this to make it look convincing that I'm having a really good time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like all played up and all that. But his videos are good, but it's just a bit. Some of it's a bit false and fake. So I don't really like. I like positive sequences, like sources in a video being genuine, not like something that's been scripted or something that's a little bit like isn't that a bit cringy, or yeah, you must have spoken to someone to have got that good air hostess to sit on your lap. I mean, you know. It's kind of like, yeah. But no, his videos are good. That's all that matters, isn't it? You don't have to like people. That's just what I take away from it. He's horrible, but his videos are lovely. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Not a fan either. Oh, you're not? Smile24. No. It's alright, you don't have to be. And most YouTubers these days think you don't have to like the video, but you gotta like them, if you know what I mean. It's got the opposite with me. You have to like the video, but you can hate me. No, I'm joking. But no, a lot of YouTubers think it's all about them, or including their face in the thumbnail makes it somewhat better, or... I just don't like making facecam videos. I do, but only for you. I choose just to do gameplay because I just don't like things being all about me. A bit like when I'm doing a stream, I never overlay the comments. I never have pop-ups. I just like it being genuine and things having their values, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Like the game just being the game. I was saying this in the last Doom Eternal video. What am I? I'm saying this to nobody really, but you've all heard it before. Full of myself. Yeah. Pretty interesting. Yeah. A lot of people on Twitch are very irritating. You're the only person I can watch. Yeah, a lot of people say that. But a lot of people can say that, but vice versa. A lot of people would say, oh yeah, I really like watching PewDiePie. No one's as funny as him. You know what I mean? Or, you know, people have their favourites and their, you know, their guardian angels on, in terms of entertainment and favourites on YouTube. But yeah, because that's somewhat of a good thing to have if people like watching your videos. I think it's because it's kind of something that, you know, people can relate to more than just something that they can just stand for about half an hour. You know what I mean? Because when it's just the same old, oh my god guys, oh my effing hell. Because my sister watches this YouTuber called Coco Nut or something, or PewDiePie. They're all the same. They're all screaming, shouting, unnecessarily swearing. And I don't know what it adds. I really do not know what it adds at all to the video. Swearing, saying, oh my god, can he effing do this? Can he effing do that? You know what I mean? What does it add? It's blasphemous and really, really abusive, if you know what I mean. I just don't see it as a good... At least, you know... And I don't really say much about my videos or anything. But I'm mainly making them for you, but at least... Sometimes when watching it back, I think, oh yeah, well, someone, you know, has learned something from this, and I think that's a value. You know, if you can learn from these instead of just watching them. Because I always said I'd prefer you to... Because people have said that. People say, oh, I'm just listening, not watching. I go to the gym and listen through headphones. You know, I think that's kind of a good thing, because it kind of tells me that the gameplay's boring. But... you don't just have to do a bunch of fancy editing and all this to impress. You can just, it's kind of like not a lecture, but you can educate people just through talking and not really putting effort into your video. Oh, that sounds so bad. That sounds like I'm lazy, but I mean putting effort into your videos by people getting something out of it, not people laughing. And a bit like my Survival Line video, you know, those two powerhouses. No, yeah, they're hard to edit, but they're good. They're alright, people have enjoyed them. But yeah, you know, they're more, I put effort into those videos through video form, through visualization, to entertain you as entertainment through your eyes. But with a gaming video like this one, it's more putting effort into the video through vocals and people listening and tuning in to what you're saying. And I think that's a good thing, because people can learn from one if they're talking, you know, something that's sensible or something that they can learn from. Because I bet someone's watched one of these videos thinking, oh, Terraria expert. He says, someone says his videos are good, or someone says, and then they learn something new about planes, or we talk about the world, or something political, or something. Or they might get something out of it, you know what I mean? Or they might think, oh, I never knew that. Or I never knew that. Or I didn't know that this caused that to happen. Or even if they're not interested in what we're saying or anything like that, you know, it still adds value to the videos and all that. It's a bit like when you watch Strictly Come Dancing. You don't get anything out of it in terms of academic sense. It's more for something just to people to kind of like, you know, while they're mooching around the house, if you know what I mean. It's kind of just like something just to have on. It's kind of like, I don't know, a radio in a shop. We don't need it, but we just do it to cut out the dead atmosphere, I think. It's kind of like that with Strictly Come Dancing. It's just something you put on. But whereas something like, I don't know, like an intellectual talk show, or I don't know, something like Preston Newsnight, or you know, something on the TV. It's more something you can learn from and get something out of, and fully engage yourself with, than just something where you can just kind of like, you know, pick at and just look at it for about 5 minutes and just think. It's kind of got like more of an academic reasoning for the viewer to watch and understand. So yeah, but I'm not saying no of my videos are like a talk with Christopher Hitchens, you know what I mean? 'Cause far from it, but yeah, it's kind of like something you can learn from instead of just. There's different forms of entertainment and video, isn't it? Audio, so, or creative media, which is what I do, I think. Don't know. Don't know the subsection or the category of it, but something like that. Look at that, their heads go red. Every now and again I talk about the gameplay. But yeah, I am playing Doom Eternal. I'm not doing a voiceover or anything. It's like that though, isn't it? I'm so not engaged in the gameplay or what I'm doing. I'm talking about planes and 767. There's actually an Airflight A350 going into Manchester tomorrow. I'm going to miss it, but it's going out again on the 11th. But at 11 at night, but it arrives at about 10. So I might get that. Don't know. But also the Virgin A350s are departing. I don't know why, I don't know where they're going to, but there's no international travel, is there, on Thursday? Or by Thursday. That's another thing as well, we play firemen with it, don't they? They act when it's getting really bad, not when they can see it coming. You know, that's why I say they're doing firemen with it. They're attending to the virus when it's really bad, a bit like a fire. Not when they can see, because that's what the education associates do. They can see, and the scientists in healthcare, they can see when it's going to get, you know, an outbreak or a surge is going to replenish itself again. And they say things to the government, and they just don't care about the economy, money. But yeah, but to give you a sense of scale, if you don't live in the UK, if you're Dan Rocky or something who lives in Saipan, yeah, this is the effect. This is how good the British government are. The NHS is free. You don't have to pay for healthcare, but it comes out your taxes. The government would rather drop that, sell the NHS to another company, a private company. So we all have to pay for it, but they can sell it for a load of money because the government are obsessed by money. That's terrible. That doesn't that take away so many values of, you know, being British or whatever. I know that's not the only value, but it's something that is very recognised here. And it's like, wow, isn't that good? Because the Americans have to pay a lot for hospital treatment. I was doing all that in ICT, business studies, a couple of weeks ago. Because apparently a heart bypass costs about £42,000. I think I don't know what. I think it's when they take a vein out your leg and put it in the artery of your heart. I don't know, something like that. or blood transfusion. Not a clue what that is. Not very good at biology, guys. But I know how to do CPR. If someone killed her, I know how to do CPR. You blow into the belly button, don't you? Yeah. CBR, compulsory belly button restoration. Yeah. What does CPR stand for? Is it compulsory? No, not compulsory. CPR. I've forgotten now. Something. Something restoration. Cardio. Pulsive restoration. I don't know. I actually don't know what it stands, but I did it in something called COPE. That stands for COPE, like COPE. What does it stand for? Careers, opportunity, personal. Certificate. Options. So it's something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's basically all to do with life skills and stuff like that. Things they don't teach anymore. And apparently, it's actually one of the last courses I'd ever done on it, so we don't do it anymore. Kind of like business studies, but you learn more about like cooking and life skills. So I've got plenty of that in me. Yeah, taking a lot of things out of school. Well, towards year 10, I was kind of thinking, yeah, really get a lot out of life, can't you? So I'm going to do really well. Whereas in year 8 and year 9, I was kind of just like, not rebellious, but I was kind of thinking more about myself and what I wanted to do instead of what is actually might be beneficial in the future. I've always enjoyed school. I think it's a reassuring thing to have in your life because it gives you a routine, doesn't it? Alright, I've just totally ruined him, haven't I? Oh, I could have, but I didn't choose to. Oh, look at that! I've got aim assist on, by the way. I'm a Percy. But yeah, your school life sounds like an absolute dream. Wish mine was. The thing is, I think you learn. I don't know how old you all are, but I think in school life you start to, around year 10, year 11, you start to look at all the things around you and decide what you want to do. You don't necessarily need to find yourself or think, oh, that's what I want to be. I really want to be this. Because in a couple of months you might think, oh no, I don't want to be that anymore. Because my sister really wants to be a hairdresser in Japan or something. Don't know why. On a hair salon. And yeah, it's kind of like, oh, I want to do human anatomy or something. She wants to do that now. So, or sociology or something. So, an academic subject, but something that is, yeah, a lot better than cutting people's hair in China, probably, or in Japan. Same dog washed, especially at the moment. But it's the Chinese, not the Japanese. Don't start blaming the Japanese because they've done nothing wrong. All right, they've just probably looked at China and just thought, see, we're years ahead of you. Yeah, but the Chinese, they said that in the Bible, didn't they? They said that the yellow people would take over. And you know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, you know, I don't believe the Bible. I think it's a bunch of rubbish, but looking at the people that made it, you know what I mean? They used to go to me school. We're rubbish at art. Funny enough, became piss artists and made a book called the Bible. No, I'm joking. But yeah, these men that wrote it about, what was it, 25,000 years ago. These great men. Yeah, that's the shocking thing. These great men, did they even exist? Was it just written by someone who was just having a mad half hour? Probably. I don't know. I kind of believe in a lot more of a hard facts instead of things like conclusional, mysterious, kind of religious stuff. I kind of like to look at the hard facts at stuff instead of just thinking, oh, well, that must have happened because jump into conclusion. It's not really the way forward. You don't really get much out of life if you just think like that. Like, oh well, it's just like that because it's like that. Sometimes you've got to be a bit more open and understanding of why things happen and stuff like that. What did Richard Dawkins say? It's like, is it water flows. I know. Planes fly. Computers compute. It works, bitches. So, yeah. That kind of sums it up, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't listen to that stuff, but I fully understand it. So, my kind of beliefs in this stuff, and yeah, I have no beliefs in it, so my understanding of religion. But I did RE, religious education, but RE isn't what it used to be. Religious education, you start to learn stuff like about drugs and stuff like euthanasia and where it's acceptable in Switzerland. It's not really religious, but it's kind of like it does. It's kind of like more like the hardcore facts of life. Like, oh yes, what do we do in Morocco each year on the 31st of October something? Where we put a bunch of candles and we sit around something, and yeah, something like that. With different views from Jewish to Christians and yeah, Orthodox, and all the different views from them. It's kind of like that. Taking drugs, abortions, from different religions. If it's Buddhist, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, you know what I mean? Islamic, you know what I mean? All these different views, and marriage and all that. So it's not really like a hard course of religion, like vicar. I did really well with religious studies. So my granddad said, "Oh, you can be a vicar," and I said, "Well, I don't think so." I think I said something like, "I'm more like a dickhead," and he just laughed. He knows what I'm like. Well, he knew what I was like. Sorry. 'Cause he's dead now, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's life. These people don't come back, do they? Yeah. Oh, come on. Look at it firing out its bloody head. You muppet. How hurt were you when he died? I wasn't that hurt. I felt a bit sad for... I'm totally okay to answer these questions. But I was a bit shocked. It's kind of like when the feeling of like the bottom falling out of your world. It's kind of like when someone dies. It's kind of like when my dad said Gar's died. It's just like, it's kind of like that sinking feeling in your feet. It's kind of like, well, I don't know. It's kind of like someone's shot a hole in your heart, and it's just like, not like a massive shock, because I think we saw it coming. He said he wasn't going to make it, and he's literally hanging by a thread at a moment in terms of life support, and he's taking his oxygen mask on because he just wanted to go, and all stuff like that. Stuff I probably shouldn't be saying on YouTube, but I think it would have been more of a shock if it was unexpected. I think that'd be like most things, but I think when we saw it coming, it was kind of like already set in stone in our mind. That, like I said, that's set in stone. And I got the bloody sword. But I don't really think. Yeah, I did cry once. I was making a Etihad Dreamliner in Minecraft. Just thought, this is rubbish, isn't it? Not the Dreamliner. How life was going and all that, and I just thought, well, here we go again. Well, actually, during April and whenever he died, 31st of March, April, May, I don't know, I think I really did do really well because I was doing my videos and was getting a lot of people supporting me and saying, oh, sorry about the loss and all that. Yeah, on YouTube as well, because I say everything. I never keep my mouth shut, but if you didn't say anything, no one would know and you wouldn't get the support you'd get, so it's kind of not attention seeking, but it's good to get the reassurance that people care more for you as a person. So just a form of entertainment. A guy who creates videos I watch at night, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's quite reassuring that, and nice to know, but I don't take any of it for granted. Yeah. My humble approach on life. He says I'm a bumblebee. He's a bumblebee, what? Oh my god. There we go. But no, it's not nice when someone dies, but it's kind of just like one of those things, isn't it? That happens, and you gotta look at all the facts, and yeah. Well, like I'm the power of attorney here, like the money and all that, but no, looking at the way things were going, it was just like, well, yeah, this isn't very good, is it? Because I lost my granddad thanks to this Chinese virus, and you know what I mean? I sound like bloody Trump. Yes, a bit rubbish. I don't know if you've lost anyone. I know most people have, but for the people that I think the thing is, I think the people that have lost someone, they're more hurt than, obviously, because they're not here anymore. The people that have died, or you know, the people that remain, you know, are hurt or left in hurt or grief. But the whole virus now, it's not taking as many people into hospital, or not as many people are dying, because they know more about it and they can attend quicker, or they've got more staff. You'd bloody hope so, but that's the only problem though. They don't seem to learn. I know you can say, oh, you can't really blame the virus because it's just nature, but you can blame the healthcare service and the government, because when the NHS, my problem with the NHS, I think we're blessed to have it in the UK at the moment, but I think the only problem is there's no real strong forward-thinking leadership within the NHS. I don't know why, because it's government owned. Everything the government say, or the NHS say, the government kind of filter it, or kind of say, oh no, we'll just say that from you. And you know, I think someone needs to step up all the NHS being privatised or in different sectors, a bit like what Richard Branson believes. I think that would be better, because there's no real forward-thinking leadership in the NHS. There's no one kind of really saying, hey, take this advice, or you know, actually putting in more efforts towards the people, instead of impressing the government with, you know, all this. But I think, yeah, it is important that they do get more, not resilient, but because they're attending to people at the moment. How can they do both? But you know, more like a senior leader. You know, more. They don't really have a backbone in the NHS. They're kind of like what do you call it? Like a jellyfish. They're kind of like a bit wobbly and wibbly. You know what I mean? They don't really stand proud to say something. They just let the government do that. Yeah, because they're government owned, they have no choice really. But I think if they had more of a hard and forward thinking leadership, they would have more of a backbone. And I've done business studies, I can understand the infrastructure and ethos of a business quite quickly. But I know it's I know, and just how they deal with it, not the NHS but medicine as a whole. The medics, when something goes wrong, they don't, it's not like air crash, you know, NTSB, you know, they just kind of, they don't look at the hard facts. They either blame a member of staff, which is nice, isn't it, or they jump to conclusions and make, I don't know, just go to solutions to why, you know, try and cover it up and patch it up. They're putting plasters over it, quite literally, plastering up their own holes that they've dug for themselves. But aviation, they're more willing to put their hands out the pockets and just tell it how it is, which is what you need in business. Otherwise, when it next happens, it's going to happen again. That's why aviation is still one of the safest and most honest industries in the world, because it's got that business ethos. But medicine, they just cover up things. So if something goes wrong, I know things very rarely go wrong, but some of the things right now, and them saying stuff like, because that was the reason my granddad, I think as well, he was saying, oh, a phlegmy cough. No, that isn't a symptom. So he had a phlegmy cough for about 5 days, and then it got really worse. And then when he was in the ambulance, said, oh no, a phlegmy cough is actually a symptom. Well, why not make it more transparent? Why not? Why is it got to be 3 symptoms? Why can't there just be 4? Why couldn't you just add another one on there? Why does it all have to be in small print for you? You know what I mean? It's kind of just like the lack. I know it was new back then, but lack of transparency. And still, now it's lost of taste, of smell, muscle ache. So it's changing. So there's actually about 6 symptoms. So what is it? Consistent new dry cough. Feeling breathless, which I've removed. I don't know, that's weird, is it? Is it mutating? I know this is the government here. I'm not blaming the NHS. God bless you, son. But yeah, yeah, and then it's what? High temperature, which was always one, and then lost taste to smell was added in June. Muscle ache, which was added quite recently, and what is it now? So something like, I don't know, a sore throat. So there's actually about 6. There's 6 symptoms. 6 symptoms, not 3. 6. A dozen, not half a dozen. A dozen. There's dozens of symptoms, but yeah, that's kind of just how they deal with things, and kind of when someone is trying to diagnose, because that's all about diagnosing the symptoms. And if you just think we've got, I don't know, maybe one of them, and they think, oh, I've got muscle ache as well, but I don't know if that's a symptom. Oh, that's a new one now. Oh, I've had that. Oh, I better get to. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, that's kind of last minute. But I know in March we didn't know. But really, we should have. And this is kind of linking to my main point here. We should always be looking out for the worst and not just focusing on now, because that's it. Medicine, the government, they're playing fireman with it. They're attending to things when they're at its worst, not when they can see it coming. Like the PPE stuff, they should have ordered in a bunch of that back in 2016 or whatever. Is it Jeremy Hunt or something? Knobhead. Turned it all down, said no, we won't need that. I don't know why, but because it's a knobhead. But there you go. This is amazing. This is like this is unrestricted. I don't get monetized for this, so I can just say whatever I blooming want. Not really, but yeah. I couldn't agree further, Sam from Smile24. I don't want you all to agree with me just for the hell's sake of it, but yeah. I've kind of done a bit of, not studies, but I think everyone's mum's an expert on viruses at the moment, so my grand's fascinated in it. She is. She's like, ooh, stay safe. But also, she's just interested in medicine, full stop, because she used to work as is it an IT specialist in a pharmacy or something? Yeah, so she did work in medicines, not body stuff, but in like prescriptions and all that, working out doses and all that, milligrams of stuff, substances, chemicals. Yeah, so yeah. Medical degree, yes, but technically not like a nurse. She worked as prescriptions and all that in a pharmacy, but on the computer, modifying things. So when they said, oh, I have Minecraft mods, she brought up that. I was like, oh, interesting. But the other side of my family, my dad's side of my family, yeah, more travel, and yeah, my grand's never been on a plane. actually. My mum's mum. It's amazing now, isn't it? She's never been on a plane, but she's flown. She went to Tahiti. So most people haven't been there. She went on a boat all around the world twice. She lived in Australia for about 6 years, and then she came back and went to Tahiti. And most people haven't been there. Look it up. Look where it is. I think it's near Jamaica or on the side of Africa. I don't know. Just to go through the Red Sea. Amazing. Regamer says, have you heard Delta retiring their 777s, Air China, or Japal R2? Are they? 777? Oh yeah, I think so. I've heard something, yeah. Delta, yeah, retiring their 777s. But I don't think it's because of the fuel economy reasons. I think it's because of the 777. For them. I think we only have a 200. I don't think it's filling or less efficient than the A350. We need newer jets. I don't know why we always need newer jets, but I think the A350 at the moment is doing really well. And the Dreamliner. Dreamliner's doing very well at the moment. As you all know, I'm not fussed on the Dreamliner. I like it, but I'm not fussed on it. I'm not a massive fan. And I take it or leave it, honestly. But the A350, oh yes, I love the A350. A plane I very much like. Wings, the cockpit. Not a fan of the plain tail section of it, but yeah. But actually, in school today, in free period, I went and sat in the student study room, sixth form study room, and went on Wikipedia. No, it's not the most viable source, but actually in Wikipedia, it actually says when something's been like modified. It says not of lack of reliable sources, or from 2006. So you can always tell what you're reading's not right. But I was actually reading a bit about the de Havilland Comet, reading a bit about that, and how it actually had it did actually play a role of a development into the Nimrod, which the engines are in the wing section, isn't it? Yeah, for you folks that love your aviation. But I was reading a bit about the Tu-147. It's like an A321 757 Russian variant. It didn't sell very well, but yeah, something like that. Weird looking. DHL had one. It looks like a very long E195. It's very strange. But yeah. But also reading a bit about Cubana Airlines, the Russian Cubana. Apparently it was actually like a flight school, and it turned into a low-cost carrier. And in the 80s they started flying to places from like Madrid and to Havana, through Lisbon and all that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, no, I'm reading about a Russian airline that I have no association with. Cubana. I've got a model. I've got an IL-62. That was my first Gemini jet model from back in March. Good old days, eh? The bad old days. But yeah, I'm just interested. Reading a bit about UPS as well, UPS and all that. Studying. Well, these other sixth formers, they kind of let themselves down. They're blasting really loud music, like, I sat on this girl sat on me, she was squirting on me. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh god, you have to listen to such horrible things. I was reading about, like, was it the MD-80, as they were saying? It's just like, oh, the differences in class, eh? The differences in class. Sound like morons. Morons. Sound like morons. Sound like morons, yeah, no, we do regaming. It doesn't sound like they are morons. There's a thing that's sounding like one, and then one being one, you sound like one. But yeah, they are there. Kind of a bit silly. But they're year 13 now, which is a bit of a shock. I'm just not interested in all that rubbish. Playing like chess and all that, and yeah. Oh, can you just move the bishop here and the pawn here and all that? Yeah. I have played chess. It's boring, isn't it? Well, just, to me, I just don't really see Because it's always the same game, isn't it? It's like noughts and crosses. Someone will win in the end, and it's not really entertaining. It's kind of like Monopoly. It never ends sometimes, and I quite like Monopoly. I do. I kind of like the mathematics and the money and kind of the you learn as you're playing it. But dual Monopoly, the one that's kind of hard. Yeah, I prefer that one. Don't know why, because it's probably harder. Isn't that the one where you play it with like 20 people? I don't know. I remember playing it in business once, and I got business in year 7. I actually won twice, 2 years, and I got I remember winning the Christmas, for school Christmas turkey. No, someone in my family did that. They were really good at snooker, and they won the Christmas turkey every year. I don't know who it was. I think it was my nan's dad. But whole bloody life story of my family, everyone. Not my family tree. I need that. I just need to listen to these videos. It's easy to figure out who I am. Left to right. Oh, that was a close call, that. I've even got a sword on me. Look. Hey. Don't mess with us. We're the crazy kids. We're the crazy kids. I'm a crazy kid. Yeah, you don't say, mate. But yeah, I won some presents or something. Some presents at school. Christmas, Monopoly, whatever. He's an artist. Wow. Jumping off the map. Right, okay, think about what you say to your nan. To your nan. Oh shit, it's 19 minutes past 3. 11 at night. Get to bed. I'm sure you finished your egg now, Squid Gaming. You're tucking into some Lucasade or some form. Yes, University of Oxford. University of Oxford. Bloody go. Speak properly. Oh, hey. What do you think of this? Drinking Coke, actually. Oh, yeah. Close, eh? Not really. If I said you were drinking Pepsi and you were drinking Coke, that would have been better. I don't know what my favourite fizzy drink is. Oh yeah, it is the Totally Tropical Taste. That's my favourite fizzy drink. Yeah, the good old Lilt. I don't always really like it. I never drink it. I don't know why. I last drank it back in June or something. Oh no, on my Heathrow trip I always have it on the plane. I always get it at the airport. It's a drink we don't sell very often, but I do like it. It's actually a British drink, But yeah, it's nice. Of course, the whole Totally Tropical Taste is racist now, isn't it? I think, anyway. Make anything racist these days to get a bit of money out of people. I think that's it. I think people getting upset. I think it's a factor of people who are upset trying to get making lawsuits to get money. That's how half these people are millionaires. Oh, I sued someone. How did you become a millionaire? How are you living in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills? I sued someone for being racist in an advert. He did a skit at a Scottish man. And there we go. £2 billion. It's probably the case, isn't it? Look at him jumping around like PE. Like PE. Like he's in PE. Took a blow then. Idiot. Get your shield away from me. Little manky muppet. You little manky maggot. All those idiots down there. All those idiots down there. Sums him up. Get his big head. He's got a fat head in, hasn't he? Blooming heck. Hey, I'm playing alright here. I will let myself down, because I always do. Yes! Health, health, health. What? I thought you could get... I thought you could... looking back on... the blooming thing, and it's not saying I could. Glory kills stagger. whatever. What's this one doing? You strange guy. Oh, right on his head. Oh, here's another one. Quick, what am I doing? Oh no, oh. Yeah, the game is fast, isn't it? It is, it's a difficult game. Any planes seen today? Yeah, I saw an American Airlines 777, and I saw a Air Canada 777 at school. There you go. And I saw the Airbus Beluga. Get it down, actually. Oh no, I haven't got a pen with me. Never mind. So the Airbus Beluga, I had a little nap in the afternoon when I came back. Every Monday and every Friday I get a little McDonald's. Toffee latte, a couple of chips, yeah, what you need. And yeah, it's quite nice. Just as a little start of a week treat. And yeah, start of a week treat. Oh! Stop to grow the trees. Yeah. If we go into a second lockdown, can you make Terraria expert from home? Oh, like Big Jet from home. What would be the point to do gaming videos? He's restricted. He makes those videos and those videos only. But I make two types of, you know, kind of industry leading interests here. Yeah, gaming and aviation. So I don't need to make plane spotting with a Terraria expert from home for about 3 hours, because what would be the bloody point? You know, what would be the point? I'd be sat in my bedroom, locked down, and what, every day as well? I'm joking. No, I'm not doing that. I'll just continue making gaming videos. They come out in the morning, you can always look forward to them, and yeah. But some people did say, you know, thanks for producing some nice videos during lockdown, lighten the mood and all that. But anyone will say that about anything, you see, because, yeah. But yeah, at least people were getting up to watch these videos and enjoying them, so that's a good thing, isn't it? Kind of feel proud of continuing your work. Because my nan and my gran watches these videos, which I think helps with company, and I think my gran is more really socially isolated at the moment, so she can't see anyone. Apparently she hasn't seen someone or talked to someone for about 2 weeks. Isn't that dreadful? So I think she's watching some of my videos, or this Amazon Echo show or whatever. Everyone's got one in the family now. Us, my Uncle Dave, my nan and my gran. These Amazon Echo shows, so we can all call each other. That's good, that, isn't it? And I can pop in after being to the airport and see my nan, and then see my gran, all through this visual screen application. It's really good. So yeah, but it's actually touchscreen. I didn't realise it. And yeah, you can hang up and say Alexa hang up and all that, but it recognises your voice. You see, it's got voice recognition in it, so yeah, it's helping the people with interacting with it through vocals instead of, you know, touchscreen going up to it like, is it spying on me? So yeah, interesting stuff. Oh, he smacked me in midair. He smacked me in midair. Yeah, this game is getting so hard. Every day, I think, Doom Eternal, it's getting difficult. No, I can't just stay upright. I'm just gonna go crazy, you know, I don't care. Everybody is gonna die. I don't know what I think I am, some speedrun YouTuber, but hi, yeah, here we go. Oh, how bad is that? Yeah, I'm not the best player in the world, am I? Now I can't go round. There's normally another red one, isn't there? Just a little look behind me. What will be the next models? I don't know, I'm hoping to get a Gemini Jet Saran Air, which I think's £30, so I'm getting £100, so that's 60 quid left. 70, sorry. And then I don't know. 70. I really need to basically almost duplicate my TUI fleet. Another 737, another 75, and another TUI Dreamliner, which will probably cost over 100. But I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to buy just the quintessential ones right now. I've got the Middle East ones. I need a Saudi really, and I might get an American Dreamliner, American Airlines Dreamliner -8. It was a 767, but I think I need kind of prefer the Dreamliner. I don't know why. The Gemini jets have got them. What else do I need? A Aegean. I need an Aegean. Phoenix, do one of them. Need a couple more Ryanairs. I have plenty up to order. But yeah, even got a Wizz Air. An NG, I've got a Wizz Air. But yeah, Wizz Air don't really fly into Manchester. But I could do Liverpool, on different shelves and all that. But I am hoping to collect a model airport. Maybe as a Christmas present, I don't know. But have that in the dining room maybe. Because what you can do, if you go into Google Maps, you can screenshot the tarmac on Google Maps of an airport apron and then print it, and then you've got like a paper layout of the airport ground. Just cut out the terminals and buy the terminal from Gemini Jets. I think that's what some people do, you know what I'm saying? So go into Google Maps, really scroll up, zoom into the tarmac in Google Maps at an airport, screenshot it, like the apron of a runway lineup, and just print it, paper, and then stick it on your table, and then there you go. You don't have to recreate. You've got it all there. Obviously it won't be 3D, but yeah. You can get artificial grass and all that. I'm not into that. I just want the kind of layout of an airport, runway and all that. So yeah, I'm interested in. Save a bit of money, and just buy the Gemini Jet terminal set, and recreate Manchester. Not exactly, but hopefully the Terminal 1 section, Terminal 2. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. We make airport updates. A lot of people have said that. Ever since I released the model showcase on my Terraria Expert Extra channel. Yeah, I did. And that's for like behind the scenes. I had behind the scene videos from last year, and I accidentally deleted them. So I might do it behind the scenes. Would you like to see a behind the scenes of how I made the Survival Island video the other night? I don't mean the Halloween episode, I mean the flying the 747. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. The says, how did you edit the landing belly gear camera? What, on that video? I basically just, well, what you do, you know, Stampy did it in his rocket ship. You screenshot the outline of the window. You crop it out in Photoshop so it's like a PNG behind the window, and then you fly directly up with no window in front of you, in creative mode, or fly around to simulate the movement of an aircraft or a vehicle, to whatever your description is, and then you overlay the thing you cropped out in Photoshop. So, and then it makes it look, it's kind of like a mask. It's kind of like the screenshot of the window is like a mask overlaid with the moving gameplay, so it looks like you're flying a sequence of a vehicle, like blocks around in Minecraft, which it looks like. It's really convincing. Stampy came up with it, and it's really cool. But yeah, he's on another level to me altogether. But in terms of how I did I basically just got the same bit of gameplay of flying the going into creative mode and pretending landing a 747. Eventually adding the mask of a 747 Windows in Minecraft. End of the video. Screenshot, and basically just took the same bit of gameplay. I didn't have to you know, fly lower, I just zoomed in and added a pixelated filter in Final Cut to make it look like a TV, so it doesn't look like clear gameplay, and added a bit of fog, drained the colour so it kind of looks like an old TV monitor, and yeah, it's all like effects and kind of like little tricks, like kind of like illusions, kind of like playing like an illusion, with kind of like videos and pictures and PNG. Basically just having fun with PNG files. That's all it is. And yeah, just overlaying things. That's how I did it, and just saved it as a compound clip so it can all be in one, you know, kind of like picture, because it was like different layers. It's kind of like in art, you know, when you've got like a picture of like a moon and an alien, like a title screen, like of a movie. First of all, you do the background of space, and then you overlay the planet or the moon, and then you add the craters in like filler packets, and then you overlay the alien. Oh no, then you overlay the stars. So you overlay the stars before you overlay the planet, so the stars are in the background of the planet, or in the foreground, because you don't want the stars overlapping the planet, because it looks like the stars are in front of the planet. You know what I mean? It looks rubbish. So you got to have, you know what I mean, background, stars, and then planet. So it's kind of like layering. You do all this in Photoshop. You learn it in ICT. It's basic media imagery, photography skills. Overlay the planet, so the stars in the background, and then you overlay the alien, so it's in front of a planet, so it looks like a billboard advertisement, and then you have the text overlaying the alien, so it kind of looks dramatic, yeah, it's kind of like that. But a compound clip in Final Cut kind of almost merges either two layers or all of those layers of, you know, the sky, the stars, the planet, the alien, the text, all into one layer, if you know what I mean. So you can kind of add one singular, like a shake effect, or like a filter overall, if you know what I mean. That's what a compound clip is in Final Cut. A compound clip adds all the layers and makes it group all into one layer, so it's one image of images, if you know what I mean, which kind of reduces CPU usage, and kind of reduces clutter. But the only problem is, if you've got an issue with a compound clip, with a layer, if you've done something wrong, you can't go all the way back, if you know what I mean. You can, but you got to redo your whole edit all over again, so it's kind of difficult, which I've done many a times. But yeah, Final Cut, I didn't take any lessons, any how-tos, Skillshare, classes. I learnt Final Cut from, was it Video Filmora first, and then it was Premiere Pro, and then it was iMovie, because I wanted something a bit more simple, and then it was Final Cut. My whole editing, I say skills, editing career in editing video, I've learnt all myself, because I've had no one to teach me. My dad isn't, you know, associated in media or anything, or I didn't take anything in school on that subject, but I'm all self-taught, so it's good, because then you can kind of teach other people. Then same with Photoshop, self-taught, audio, self-taught, videography, self-taught. So I've kind of used my own, what I have, my own studies, my own equipment to kind of learn my niche, or I've used my own niche to kind of learn software. It's quite a powerful thing, actually. It's really powerful how you can have something you work on, like a channel, and you're learning through the channel or through the experience of being a YouTuber. So you're kind of teaching yourself. It's really, really a good thing, good life skill. You shouldn't always rely on like a course or something. Sometimes just experimenting, you can really learn a lot and doing things yourself. Yeah, I'm all self-taught. I didn't have to take any tutorials. It was just me with a, I think it was a water bottle flip challenge video in 2016 in Final Cut, and I didn't know what I was doing, but eventually I found the B tool, that was blade, the blade tool, and then all of that, and yeah, now I'm like some sort of, not Final Cut master, but I use it a lot, and I do know my way around it quite well, and Final Cut is quite a steep learning curve, but so is Photoshop, Premiere Pro. I know how to use Premiere Pro, but I don't use it anymore. I used to use it for my vlogs, but I more use Final Cut now, just because when I was using Photoshop, Premiere Pro, there was a lot of artifacts, and obviously in my younger self years of learning, I didn't really need that. I just wanted something that could render video, not all these settings and presets and all that, and, you know, the Adobe subscription and all that, and, yeah. But yeah, Final Cut kind of really makes it a lot, not easier, but if you're more into just getting the job done, really fast editing, super speeds, getting videos edited and out, Final Cut is the one. But if you want more, like, I think more, if you want more choice and overall customization, Photoshop, but Premiere Pro. But the thing is, between Premiere Pro and Photoshop, they're exactly the same. They have the same features, the same specs, but I think Premiere Pro's colour grading is better than Final Cut's. It is, but they are exactly the same. From using them in the last 4 years, they kind of have the same purpose and role, and it's just different in Premiere Pro because movie is like purple and the audio is green, whereas Final Cut, it's all like you can see your wavelength, which is strange at first because I was kind of used to using like timeline and looking through the preview, but now I'm more looking through the preview of a waveform. It's really weird. So it's kind of like a reel, you know what I mean, like a film reel tape. I don't think any of you know what a film reel tape. You know the reel. You know when you print, you got a sequence of photos in the reel. You take the reel, which has the film in it, to develop a photo. Yeah, the thing out of a camera that had other photos on it, basically like an SD card. It was called a reel, and you take it out of the camera and you develop them. But a film is completely different. A film is all the frames to make a moving sequence. That's what that is. I know this because I was playing around with cameras when I was 5 and stuff, and learning how to do it all. So I have actually had a lot of experience. I think I was just born just before it all got all digital, and I know a lot of photographers these days don't even know what a reel is. I know, and I know what a reel is. Have you sold cameras? Tactile. Yeah, it is tactile, yeah. It's the old experience of it. Now you can just take a picture and delete it within seconds now, can't you? I know when I'm 18. Hey, many 18s saying this, do you? But I was growing up with yeah, some old equipment, and my dad showed me how to use it. And he used to have oh, what do you bloody call them? Vinyl discs and the sleeve. He showed me how to use a vinyl, and used to, you know, I think you have a stylus to play and all that, and put it in the right place if you wanna, because he used to have a recorder, and yeah, I learnt how to use that. So yeah, I've learnt how to play a vinyl and all that. So I've learnt all this stuff. It's kind of interesting, but I've forgotten now because he's teaching me at the age of 7. I know what the hell was I doing at 7 using a vinyl. listening to bloody God knows. Yeah, it's interesting. The Bee Gees or something. Yeah. Or what did I really like it? Yeah, I really liked Bon Jovi when I was 8. Living on a prayer. I remember, yeah, putting the vinyl back and forward between the different. Yeah, I remember that. Because that's how it used to be. It used to be one track or a number of tracks on one side, and then another track on the other side, and you would just switch it because it would be 2 tracks, or 3, 4, 5 different tracks, different vinyls. Because the sleeve would contain about 6 discs of different tracks, if you know what I mean. And each different track would be on different sides. I remember, yeah. I know most kids these days wouldn't know that, would they? It'd just be like, oh, just or the introduction of the MP3 player, but also Spotify. You just click a button. It's, that's amazing, isn't it? Which is funny because I don't listen to music. Spotify, I have it, but I don't listen to music, so it's pointless to have it. But also, I'll just delete the apps I don't need. Yeah, how things have changed. Netflix is really screwing DVD stores and film. Yeah, I know it is. Cinemas. It's a shame, isn't it? Because we have Netflix and Amazon Prime. I think we can get more out of Amazon Prime than Netflix. Netflix just seems to be really tunnelled in and tuned into kind of like the current generation and series and Stranger Things. It's all modern stuff. Because we tried to type in spitting image on Netflix, it just didn't come up with anything. Well, because it's really politically correct, but yeah, or Spinal Tap, and yeah, didn't have anything. So it's kind of just like, well, the people who make this clearly know nothing about film. But yeah, no, you know, nothing classic on it. You know, type in The Omen, it comes in The Omen from 2006. That's rubbish. I prefer The Omen from 1979, was it? Yeah. Or The Exorcist, it would have like The Exorcist the show, not the actual film, The Exorcist. It's all probably the younger folks, isn't it? It's all at my arse. But Amazon Prime, they had more of a wide selection. Or Sky Movies, I think it was Sky Movies, I don't know. But it's either you rent a film, don't you, for about £2, or you buy it for about £10. I know, do you remember the day? Because we had to sign in, and then we had to pay for it. It was £10. It's just like a laughing joke. Remember the day when you could just slip in the DVD and it would just play? That's what my dad said, and I was just like, yeah, no. All of a sudden, DVD players have gone now. I remember going back and forwards on the, either on the remote or on the VHS. Sorry, clicking it backwards and forwards, taking out the thing, playing the next thing. But now it's all through a subscription or through an account. It's unfamiliar to me. But though people who are about 24 and 28, they live through this stuff. It is the golden pride in their life. I know, it's amazing. I think it's the difference in parents, it is. If you've grown up with the older stuff, you're more less like to accept the newer stuff. I don't know why, I prefer older stuff. But I do see the benefit of newer technology. But things that are faffy and just like a subscriptional mess, and all digital and no customer care, it's all codes and ooh, click one. So, you know what I mean? It's all, you know, it's almost like a lazy business infrastructure. It's all, you know, people are not required in business anymore. It's all robots, isn't it? And AI to sort the problem out. And, you know, it's not a forward-thinking approach to solving the issue. And because even Apple do that, and EE, if you want to speak to them, It just put you through to a human being. No, click 1 to speak to customer service. If there's a damage in your device, or click 2, press 2. You know what I mean? And then you're in a queue. I think speaking to the person is a better business structure, which EE do, and Apple, which is the right way to do it. But the problem is, as well, with all this, media and all that, and movies and Netflix, everyone's doing it. Apple movies, YouTube are trying. That's all I'm going to say. YouTube are trying. But YouTube is mainly made of a purpose of for people to have their own say, to create, for creators with creative minds to opinionate their own outlook on the world and share their own life and their story on the internet without any subscription. All you need to do is sign up and watch it. But now YouTube's become quite the opposite. It's almost like, oh, you're a bad actor, you don't make us money, get you off the platform. It is like that now because of the pressure, and probably the YouTube is somehow trying to get into the game of Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV. What else is there? Sky Movies. There's BBC iPlayer. That's one of the oldest ones. What else? There's too many out there. There's too much competition, and when they're all trying to do it, they're basically all compete with themselves. You don't know what's right from wrong. Just focus on your niche, I would say. Don't try and do too much if you're a business. I know, Apple compared to little me. But I'm speaking to me, Shelley. I'm trying to make noise. I'm quite right too. Don't focus on your niche in business. Don't try and get into other industries just for the bloody sake of it, just because it makes money. Try and research or stick to your niche, because then you start focusing your best talents and your towards different projects, and then you start to because I think once a company decides it makes money, nobody can violate it. Then it's just like, oh, that's our focuses now. Screw this, screw that. I feel like Virgin Media and Virgin Atlantic, how they dropped the record company. A lot of people weren't very happy with that, but that's a different story. That's an airline, isn't it? But no, if you see Virgin Atlantic, they're very successful, probably because they dropped the record company. But I know Branson wasn't happy about it, because that's what started Virgin as Virgin Group. There's so many forms of Virgin, isn't there? There's Virgin Money, which isn't great, I've heard. There's Virgin. I think there's Virgin Coke once, but being Branson, he did a bit too much, I think, and I don't think Pepsi or Coke were impressed. There's like big Coca-Cola cans. He came down the street in like a tank and crushed them all. So it was kind of like a political middle finger, and they just, the power of Coca-Cola and all these corporate companies. He just said no way, let it die. So yeah, I think the whole business world. But I think the airline industry is one of the scariest ones to get into, because it's like chewing glass. You don't know if it's going to go or survive. You know what I mean? It's all up in the air, I think. Just looking at it as well in that moment. Like TUI's just released a video on their YouTube channel saying we're flying back to the Canaries, and it's just like, oh, unfortunately for you, international travel is banned on Thursday. But it's all talk, isn't it? I mean, they've got no backbone. They're just doing anything that makes them money. So well done TUI for introducing the Canary Islands, so everyone that are there now has to self-isolate there for about 6 weeks. Well done TUI, well done. Good job. Honestly, 2E and Jet 2 throughout all this, they haven't done very well. They've done really, really bad at customer care, customer service. But apparently EasyJet have done really well. So, well done EasyJet for having a bit more of a business structure and a better ethos than the bloody bullshitters that are 2E and Jet 2 that are left in this hellhole of holiday. Yeah. Yeah. What would you call it? What do you call it? What Thomas Cook? Yeah, holiday carrier. But what's the actual oh come on, I don't know. I don't know, but package holiday. Yeah, we're left with two shitters. 2E that aren't very good. I think they are good, but they're just so, I don't know, mediocre. I mean, it's like the British Airways of the holiday affairs. It's like really low, somber, boring. You know what I mean? No light to it. But they're the Germans. Anyway, Jet 2, they're just unprofessional. And a bit scumbaggish. You know, Thomas Cook are the only loyal ones, I think. But EasyJet are very good. Ryanair just rebellious, but they've got a good business structure, and they've got a manager who money making, but he doesn't really care how he upsets people. Mr. O'Leary. Yeah. Jet 2 and 2 we haven't done very well. It's more just being all talk for them, isn't it? But yeah, now they've lost to Thomas Cook, you know. I just think they look at them and just they can't get better. I thought Jet 2 were getting better, were picking up, but no, they're not. They're just as bad as they were. It's kind of like a child who's raised by bad parents. They're not going to get any better. They're always going to have the same temperament. It's kind of like Jet 2. They're always going to be that kind of scumbaggish, kind of Yorkshire, lower class airline. They're not going to be anything special, you know, in a couple of years. They're always going to be Jet 2. I still like the planes. I still like the 757s. But the 737's going to naff off. No, yeah. That's just Jet 2 to me, sorry. Be pretty bad if I'm working as a cabin crew. Oopsie, what did I say? Yeah, I'm just going to be careful. Yeah. At least Thomas Cook cared for their customers. Yeah, he did. You could tell as well. A lot of well, a bit like Virgin, they're very open Virgin, they're very have good relationships with the customer, and obviously the man in charge of it all, you know, thrill seeker, you know, they're not, you know, taking them, because business, they take themselves too seriously, and you know, or corporate. At least Virgin kind of listen, and yeah, that's good. Very open to the public, and the you know, their customers. Well, that took a while, didn't it? I'm drained from today. I've done an exam, bear in mind. I don't know. I think if I get one of these over with, it'll be a little bit better. Align the celestial ring. What? What celestial ring? I see no celestial ring. I'm afraid of no goes. Yeah, how was your Halloween? Think twice before getting to me. Yeah, how was your Halloween? I'm assuming it wasn't great. I watched The Exorcist, The Omen 2006. That's why I blackmailed it before. Yeah, my Halloween was good. I enjoyed it. Survival Island. I always enjoy Halloween. I put far too much effort in it. I don't know why, but I prefer it compared to Christmas. I don't know why. Christmas is just such a build-up. When Halloween's there, it's there. You know what I mean? That fireman. Yeah. Oh, I've got to stop with me silly little sayings. Those same dog washed. I don't think I'll get away with that. It's colloquialism, that, isn't it? It's not something you say in an exam. You know, it's quite formal. Informal, sorry. It's, you know. I put it in brackets as well. All the trees were the same. I was meant to be writing like an article about descriptive writing, you know, creative writing. Looking at a picture and describing it as a newspaper article. All the trees were the same. They tangled and hugged each other. They're all the same. In brackets, same dog washed. Yeah, I'm not going to get away with that. I should. Oh, something like that. Not exactly how I put it, but something like that. And I just think that's not going to hold very well. I might get the examiner into a chuckle, but and indoctrinated as well. That just sprited up in my mind, and I spelt it right as well. Or at least I think I did. It looks right, you know, when you think it looks right, and it is. Alright speller, actually. It's just typos. I'm typing so fast, it's yeah, when it changes from American to a British keyboard, and then the Korean layout, oh, it's sort of, you know. Because there's a keyboard, I think we've all had this experience, especially if you've got a Chromebook or whatever my nan has. The space bar is the window key. So not the space bar, the caps key is the window key. But almost like the shift or the, what is it on Windows, the control key, shift. The shift is a capital. So you have to hold the capital to do capitals, if you know what I mean. That's what that key's for. It's kind of like an older way of doing it, but yeah, some computer layout, keyboard layouts are like that. I don't think anyone likes them, but it's got to get used to it. Yeah, different layouts, you see. Here we go. What will be the next one? We wouldn't have that in aviation. Yeah, well, we do. With different cockpits. Idiot. Different instruments. But the 757 and the 76, we've got identical cockpits. I think the only difference is the weight payloads. But the wing on the 75 and the 76 are very similar. Not similar in how they look, but similar in terms of the engineering, I think. Because they've got the same amount of wing spars. Same number of canoes. The only difference with the 7.5 wing and the 7.6 is I think the 7.5 has two flap settings. Two flaps. Sets of flaps. Whereas the 7.5 has I don't know if they both have two, but the 7.5 has an outbound aileron. But the 7.6 has a flapper on and an outbound aileron. They're the differences. And of course the difference in slats and all that. And redundancy and all that. Backup methods. I think that's only pretty good difference for payloads, because the 7.5 is lighter than the 7.6. But the 757-300 is actually the same length of a 767-300. I know, that's amazing, that, isn't it? So they are very similar, but yeah. The cockpit of a 7.5, the reason why it's so big, like wide, beautiful eyes, is because yeah, it's got the same cockpit layout as the 7.6, so we just look big because it's kind of the same template. It's kind of like when you know when, I don't know, how can I explain it? You've got like I don't know, two sweets in one hand, and then you've got the same sweet in another hand. The one sweet in the other hand looks bigger than the two. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like an illusion. They're exactly the same in terms of cockpit size. But the 737 doors are kind of like further forward, so... Alright, it's got nothing to do with it. But yeah, I do like that. They need to make a 767X or 757 Plus. Yeah, they do. But I think that's going to be more... It's going to be like the Neo. It's only going to have a efficient play at a moment. It's not going to be as fuel efficient if they'd made a completely new jet, and that's the problem. That's why they're not working on new variants of 76s, because let's look at the Dreamliner. There you go. But we do need a replacement for the 75 to compete with the Airbus A321neo. But yeah, I know I'd be uncomfortable sitting on a plane like that for about 8 hours. I just would. Even a 767, I wouldn't want to sit on a 767 for more than 4 hours. But yeah, because it's not an uncomfortable plane, the 767, but I sit economy most of the time, let's just say. But no, when the 767 handles turbulence, it doesn't handle it very well. I know that. Just from looking at my footage, and it's not. It is a stable aircraft, but it kind of goes a bit rocky, a bit like the 350. Yeah, but the 75, that's a very comfortable aircraft. It's a very strong wing. Yeah, because I think the wing, when it flexes, turbulence does actually affect its aerodynamic behaviour. Yeah, I should be doing a course in aviation, not business studies, mate. Well, business studies helps, but I get a lot out of it. Yeah, sixth form in my school, I could recommend it for anyone who lives local. Imagine if I got a fan who actually went to my school. Yeah, because I think I'm not going to say anything, but you know, Dylan, I think one of the stream airport watchers who watches my streams does actually go to one of the local colleges in my area, which is kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah. Interesting. Have you ever had someone approach you? Yeah, once in Birkenhead. They said, "Are you a Terraria expert?" I was like, "How do you know me?" I was like, "I watch your videos," and that was it. My dad was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Honestly. But more now, because when I'm at the airport, people recognise me. People are like, "Oh, are you a Terraria expert?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." Well, either people see me at the airport and comment in the video that I've just done. They say, "Ah, I saw you at the airport today." I was like, "Well, do you know what I look like? How do you know me?" I watched the stream. Oh, it's amazing. How you get recognised and all that. But yeah, people are shy to come up. Yeah, I think so. Well, not really, but I think a lot of younger kids these days are told not to go up to strangers, or either it's just a common circumstances. Yeah. I don't know, not too sure. I've done well here, haven't I? Sounds like someone's having a big poo in the corner. Still eating that egg, are you? I know you haven't. You tucking into your pepper, aren't you? Your pepper! Your Coca Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Cola, I don't know. Pepsi Cola. Fanga Tango, Tanka Fanso, I don't know. Mountain Bull, whatever. I don't know. Luca Boost. Luca Lilt. I don't know. Booster's Aid. Monster's Aid. I don't know. Monster Bull. Yeah, Red Dew. I don't know. Red Coke. That sounds interesting. Red Coke. Right? Yeah, I don't know. All these blooming drinks. All these blooming drinks. Yeah, a lot. There's a lot of choice when you go to the shop now, isn't there? Oh, what? You'd think I'm some pastimer? A lot of shop. When I used to use a vinyl, I'm self-taught. Oh yeah, education is so important. What I think of the government? Oh yes, when I used to use a reel, You know what I mean? It's like old Father Time speaking. God. Get up and fart. Get me a little walking chair. Walking chair. Walking stick. Walking chair. Where are we? In the house of bloody Woman in Black. Walking chair. I think I mean the rocking chair. Sit on me rocking chair, me walking stick. That must be uncomfortable. And yeah. Oh yeah. No, look at them all there. That's not socially distanced. That's hard, that, didn't I? Oi, social distance, wear your masks. These things are like the fat people, they're just the kind of like the dew and the soot that comes off them, you know what I mean? It's just like the smell. Just when they're trying to jog. It's like wind shears. Rocking left to right. What am I, a plane? Going to a shop on Idle. Idle. And they go down to where my school is on 70% thrust, and then I do a toga all the way to the toilet. Trying to avoid looking at me ILS. Yeah. And then they go on E-tops. Gliding on E-tops. It's Mr. McLaughlin's lesson. I am. I'm the definition of a 757 on the go. Do a toga to the toilet. Oh my god. Well, like I do a little rogue in the toilet. Oh. Oh dear. Microwave my pie and bake my beans. Yeah. Oh dear. No. Do a toga to McDonald's. Yeah. Do a toga. Go idle to the shops. Do an idle to the shops. 70% flush back to the toilet. What? 70% flush back to the toilet. 70% flush back to the toilet. Back to the toilet as well. I've got incontinent problems. Well, I have if I'm travelling everywhere. Continental. Do a toga out of Skiathos, which we do with the 7.5s. My Uncle Dave said it's like a. He says like being in a Land Rover. I think he got a bit confused. I think he meant a Ferrari, but oh well. He says it's like being catapulted. Ah yeah, they're crybabies, these things. Growing gleam. Left old soldier, eh? Yes, here we go. It's all kicking off now. Is it getting better? I don't think it is. Sakya. Sakya. Sacre bleu. Yeah. Basically means F off in French. Sacre bleu. I think so anyway. Sacre bleu. Bonjour. Your big head. That should be the thumbnail, boys. Hey, this is alright, isn't it? Long Doom videos as always. I did French at school, correct. Really? Hey, it basically means F off, doesn't it? Sacre bleu. Or get lost or something. I don't think it means F off, but yeah, you get the context of it. Hey, this is academic here. We were talking. We talk about how Cyprus is invaded by Turkey. That's what Craig Nichols likes to talk about. It's interesting, isn't it? All my stream buddies. I know it's a completely different audience here, gaming, but you all understand, don't you? Do you? Yeah, I think so anyway. Come on. He says, I love the streams. Yeah, everyone loves the streams. I just think some of you just like the gaming, and I accept that. Screen Gaming says, do like the streams, but never have time. It's alright, but to watch them, it's alright. I don't expect everyone to. People say, sorry I missed the stream. And I don't expect everyone to join. I'm not that hungry, honestly. I don't expect everyone to join. I really don't. Yeah. Not that type of YouTuber. But obviously the ones that don't watch all the time, they don't know that. They just might think, oh no, this one, is he greedy like? Yeah. His competitors that you expect everyone to join and to join upper class or everything. Oh, this isn't good. Yeah. Right, okay, come on. I haven't got a join section on YouTube. I'm not allowed it yet. Apparently my watch hours are still down. It's funny, about a year ago, was it a year ago? I don't know, I can't remember, but my watch hours were down to like something like 747. Strange that, isn't it? Yeah, 747 watch hours in a month. So 747 hours were watched in a month. That's a lot of hours, isn't it? But not enough to be viable on YouTube to be monetized or to the join section or whatever. Because once I'm monetized, I'll get the join section. You just need over 1,000 subscribers. Alright. I was old in that then, wasn't I? I was old in that. Used the sword of the big guys. Yeah. I actually got a Virgin 340 here. And a FedEx 757. Just move them because I can't fit them on my shelf. I'm gonna get another shelf. I've already got it. Just haven't put it up. It's one of those. All talk of me. Oh, what are you saying? Oh, what are you saying? Oh, this one's getting battered. Well, at least he was. You wasn't. Oh, I can't believe what I've heard today. Hey, this is quick. Slack your head off. Slag your head off. Melon head. Tic Tac head. All the things that hurt him really do hurt him. I'm just saying it. One of my sister's friends changed her name from Layla to Angel. I don't know, just because she doesn't want to be remembered for who she was. I know! You're changing your name! So next time she's upset with us to change her name and get Angel to Bethany. But they use words like that now. Children have got more, like, short things that used to be like a short name. Like, even Samuel. Like, Beth. Bethany. I know, that's the year 10 girl that I remember that's talking to me in art. Maggie. That's short for Margaret or... Yeah, Margaret. Or... You know, it's kind of like a shortened name. Or... Louise. I think Louise is meant to be Louisa. Or... You know, I don't know, another one, I know, I don't know, I don't know, Flick as well, Flick, Felicity, which is a strange name. It was a girl in my year, many years ago, yeah, year 7, year 8, I think she went out in year 10, I don't know. She's a bit of a... She's kind of like the girl whore, if you know, the year whore of year... You know, when I was... All the boys liked her. And, she wasn't really nice looking either. She had like a big, like, birthmark on her face. Oh, Felicity, more like burnt to a crispity. Crispity! That's awful, that. But anyway, I think the blonde ones always get the attention. From what I see and assume, yeah. But I'm a little pervert. No, I just do prefect and I see it all the time. Oh, Father Time again. But yeah, yeah, her name was Flick, and it was so strange name, Flick. There was this guy called Joseph Petrie, and we called him Joe Fish. Joe Fish. They actually called him. No, I'm not kidding. When they used to write his name, on his book, it was Joe Fish. And it was like Joe Fish. I've heard names like Lord. I think, I don't know, other names are really silly, like Simon, but Joe Fish. Joe Fish. I know, I'm not kidding. Yeah, and there's this kid in, yeah, my 6th form, and he's a bit stupid and fast. This is the one that's doing 1-to-1 in maths. His name's John. It's not spelled J, you know, O-H-N. It's not how you spell John, I'm joking. J-H-O-N, you know what I mean? It's actually just like, I'm not kidding, G-O-N, like gone. His name's like G-O-N, like gone. Or gone. I'm not kidding, like, yeah. It doesn't even say John, it's just gone. Yeah, I know. Like Stephen can be spelt weird ways as well, not all that. But yeah. Rebecca. Yeah, it's a strange name, isn't it, Rebecca? Well, not really, but not a strange name, but it's unusual for. I've never heard a kid. There was a girl in my school called Rebecca, but Olivia's very popular. Because in my school there was a girl called Olivia Arnold, Olivian, something, and another Olivia. There's like 3 Olivias. I'm not kidding. So many Olivias. And Lucy. Yeah, that's a rare one, isn't it, Lucy? Yeah. Yeah. A strange name is Jake. Jake. Yeah, Jake. That's a very strange name, Jake. Go and speak to Jake over there. And that's a name I never hear, Jake. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because it's Jake McCann. My little scumbag friend when I was in primary school. It's funny because I actually made my parents look like him. Like I looked up to him, but now looking back, he's just a silly. He's really robbing a bank or something. Robbing a bank. He's robbing a bank. Very strange with money. These things teleport, eh? Yeah, you don't like that, do you, big fella? When you go into Heathrow. What? When am I next going to Heathrow? Well, not at the moment, because... Well, I think I can still travel to Heathrow, but... If you think no international flights, remember, what's the point of going? I'll wait until the 2nd of December. But of course, that won't happen. They'll delay it. It won't be the 2nd of December. It'll be something like the 23rd of January. What's it with the 21st of January? Alright, make your mind up. 21st, 23rd, what? 2 days later. Yeah, it won't be the 2nd of December. They won't make it all open again in the 23rd. On the 2nd of December. They just won't. They said that. They said, oh, it'll be alright in 2 weeks' time. Back in March, remember? So it'll be okay by the 16th of April. The virus will be gone. Yeah. They don't look at the facts. I think we just make up in their head that it'll be okay. So they're reassuring them. They're making fake reassurance for themselves. But the problem with these, when you're in power or a leader and conservative, which unfortunately we all are, you know, they just say the first thing that comes into their head. But when you want to get into Parliament, you gotta, you know, really think. You know what I mean? It's really strange because the House of Commons and the House of Lords, are all in Parliament, aren't they? But Westminster is Parliament, but oh no, Westminster. Hang on, no, Westminster is where the Prime Minister lives. Yeah, it's all different. It's not like Washington DC where he's, you know, in one singular building. But it's all different in the UK. Well, I don't know, I'm not really into government and politics. I'm not. Something that doesn't interest me, but I try my best learning. But with business studies, it's helping. It's helping me. Look at this. Going in a circle here, guys, using a wide variety of our guns. Literally at our will. And then they start clubbing it, don't they? Yeah. Come on. This is smart. Do you reckon this was... Yeah. Yeah, it makes a massive rumble when they all die. Only 3 hour stream here. What? Done well, done well. Do you reckon you're gone? Anything you will do, I will do with you. Especially when my head's stuck to you, you poo. You piece of shit. What? Anything you'll do, we will. I better keep it down. We will do with you. Not when my willy's all wrapped up with you. Alright. It's not a bad half hour. Come on. Yeah. And then if you do this, it just kills him instantly. Look at that. You don't need to faff around with. What's this? Celestial rings? What are we saying? Oh no. Missed him again. Oh, that was lucky. Just happened to be. He wants you to save that thing for the very most important thing, doesn't it? But I'm not thinking here, I'm not thinking on my feet, thinking on me meat. What? Saw it coming. Yep. Yep. Look at this, eh? Do you call it mad? Or do you call it bad? I'd have to go all the way up. Right, I just need to find a little fella. There's a guy with a shield, I'm gonna get him. It's like poker, isn't it? What we're gonna do? Please no. There's a fella here. Hiya. Oh, you're nice. You're nice. You're nice. Get rid of this. Smashed him in the face. How do you deal with criticism? Yeah, at Christmas. Shut up. I'll do what you tell me to do. Oh, this is poor. Get much help from them, do you? It's better when their heads explode. Get a kick out of it, you know what I mean? Yorkshire Airlines. Oh. How unfortunate. I'm trying, eh? Is that my mother? Right, get Big Ed out of the room. Oh, come on, you can do better. And we'll keep going, but it's difficult. The great thing about streaming is you can see this tomorrow morning for Von hasn't watched. For Von, who's Von? For ones who haven't watched. Is that what I was meant to say? For Von hasn't watched. Who's Von? Yvonne. That's a strange name as well. Get rid of all these little muppets with the fat heads. Hooray! What happened to me? Dunno. Got smashed, mate. Oh, go and glean. You're always ruining it, aren't you? Lovey. That's not going to do much, is it? Oh, you poor boy. Poor boy. Boy. Yes. Right, what I can do here is be a smart kitty. Forward thinking, if you will. Itch my eye. Just need to itch my eye. Like, as I have my tongue out. Trying to reach for it. Smashed your head. In bed. Benson. Benson. Stephen Benson, you fat arse man. You fat arse man. Hey. Look at them. Strange guys. Oh, that was a good shot, isn't it? Growing Glean. She's a nasty woman. Ghastly. She is. Not very nice. Got his arm. Yeah, you're getting it now. Enjoy your day. Yes. It's alright, isn't it? Look at this! And he's probably got a stagger on him, hasn't he? No, no. Not that weak. Get this one. fell like that. Gone. Like gone, the fat gone. John. Oh no. Once that thing starts, it's difficult. What? How? What? You just have an infinite amount of health, mate. Cyberman, I didn't even thought they were in the game. I thought they'd disappeared. Oh, that was a good shot, I think. Using my brain now. But I need to get help from the little crackheads here. Little things with fat heads. Big yellow eggheads. Get here, Eggman. Come on. What? I got it. I know I got it. So it's Billy Head Burst. Biddy Head Burst. Strange name. It's bloody Biddy Head Burst. Yeah. Hey. Oh, my aim. Sorry about this. See, I'm quick on my feet. It's more of a mobility. What am I saying? Alright, okay, I need to work around the smaller enemies, and then once my health's up I go crazy. You just go crazy. Where's the smaller guys? There's a little fella here, look. No one likes me. You just leave me here. Duh, duh, duh. What does it want me to do with my room? What? What does it want me to do with my room? Doesn't mean anything. Oh, I speak such rubbish. Look at them all floating up. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Smash the big ones. You don't say that at school though, do you? Oh, that's disgusting. I was looking on flight radar, nothing. Hang on, is there anything? Hang on. Hang on. No internet connection. No, nothing. Nothing over the area. Nothing. Are you looking as well? So when I look at flight radar, you have to look at flight radar. It's very much the case now, isn't it, though? That's like candy coming out of her head. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, there's another one. It's hard to get the bleeding head. There we go, just get all the health in the world from them. Very nice, very nice. I got flung up there, see that? Gremlin. Fell off a map, sorry. Always doing that at a moment. Very clumsy. I've got all this as well, haven't I? Oh, come on. I'm trying my best. I've ever done. Alright. Length for this video probably won't be coming out tomorrow morning. Afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, this is how you just keep fighting, that's it. It's the key. But when it slows down, there's more enemies, it doesn't... It's not how you play Doom. You gotta start going to the smaller enemies and kind of let them give you things. Get out of it. Sounds like a little child. Whee! Who's running away? Just jump off a map, mate. Yeah, get it. Open your heart to me. Gremlin, you're stuck in the window. What happened then? She like flung herself. She's a strange woman, isn't she? Always. Even in a different game. Gremlin merch, someone says. What? Yeah, she's a strange girl. You should make a Growing Glean montage. Oh, with all the funny montages of Growing Glean. I think it's just a Doom fan thing, that, isn't it? I'm not a Doom fan. I mean, I am, but mixture, really. I'm doing well in this game. Rage 2 was difficult. Not really, but sometimes. I've never died so much in a game in this one. I don't know why. Probably because it's really hard. I'm doing it right now. Gotta watch out with a toxic sludge, whatever. Toxic sludge. It's from a game, isn't it? What's that from? Yeah, get. The dash really helps because it's. I think they had to make the maps bigger because when they a bit of bad game design there. They added the feature later, the dash, and the levels are smaller. No. It's not like when you make an airplane, you need to get the size right before you should really focus on all the features the player can do before making the arenas. Oh, well, I think we all learn. Obviously, someone woke up one morning and thought, "Oh, dash in, that's it." That's what Rage 2 crap had. I mean, oh, alright with Rage 2. I said I'd do it again for the DLC, but I don't know. Smack it in the face. What's it you do when your nan is evil? When your nan is evil. What gave me juice bumps? What? What gave me juice bumps? What gave me goosebumps? What gave me a boost jump? What gave me goosebumps? Goose jumps. Scared of goose. A goose. A geese and a goose. Geese. A geese. One geese is a goose. A load of gooses are geeses. Oh. But one sheep is a sheep. Yeah. And what else? Look at all the. No, there's other ones, isn't there? Other ones you can find, yeah, like that. Look at over. Look at over. Look at over. I don't know. Look at over. Look at over cloud. Look at over clouds. Look at over cloud. Yes. Yeah, another one. Look at over rain. Over rains. Didn't say look at over rains. It's gonna rains. It's rains. It's rain. Rained. Yeah. Or someone says I've eaten. You ate. That's another one as well. My sister was talking to me and said, "Oh, I've just feeded the baby." Anna, it's fed. Not feeded. I'm gonna go. I'm bored of this now. I'll actually exit out of the bloody game. I'll do this in the next video. This is a bit boring now. I said the least. I can't bloody speak. I've enjoyed. I'll be at school tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a little silly stream. I don't know. But tomorrow's Oblivion. And Terraria Wednesday. I'm back making videos. It's just all that stress and stuff from that Survival Island video. Oh, is it? No, it was pretty bit of a tough approach to it and all of that, but yeah. Is that Mars in the background? God knows. Anyway, see you all later. If you enjoyed, thanks for watching. The Ancient Gods part of one or whatever. See you all later if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching the stream. See you all tomorrow. Bye.